Happy New Year, everyone. Feeling some kind of way today, so I figured the best way to get it off my chest and to tell you that I need your help and your support is to do it in a selfie video. This is one of the main reasons why I hate politics, because campaign finance reports came out last night, early this morning. And I just got off the phone with a reporter asking about my campaign finance report. And I'll be honest with you, I knew when I got into this race that the incumbent has a substantial war chest. I knew it was going to be an uphill battle for me, especially when you think about the dollars and cents that people believe it takes to run for office. So instead of focusing on the money, I chose to focus on the people of Prince George's County. I've not received any outside help from lobbyists or special interest groups or big businesses. And so when you look at my public report, no, I don't have a lot of money. And I knew that was going to happen. Yet and still, I have to tell you, I'm feeling this sting today, especially after talking to a reporter. Because one of the biggest problems in politics is you don't get attention and people don't see you as a viable candidate if you don't have the money in the bank, if you can't raise the funds. The problem with that for me is you don't have to raise funds to run the government, to be a manager, to be a leader, to get elected. Honestly, you don't have to raise the funds, because once you're elected, you're now managing taxpayer dollars. Once you get elected, the taxpayers pay your salary. And so politics and running for office has become a big fundraising gamut that I hate, because people who are good at raising money and raise a lot of it get elected, but they're not always the most competent, best qualified people to be in office. I'm going to be honest, I'm not at all naive about the uphill battle I face. One, in challenging an incumbent, and two, being a first-time candidate. I recognize that while I may be the best qualified person for the job, because I'm not the most popular person, because people don't necessarily know my name, because people are not aware of what I've done in my 25 years of service in the federal government, in the military, as a lawyer, as a community activist, as an advocate. They may not take me seriously. And so while I've spent the last year and a half working to get to know the voters, the residents, the inhabitants of Prince George's County, I haven't focused on begging people for money. But I'm at that moment in time now where the rubber meets the road. And if I want to be taken seriously going into the primary, I have to raise more money. If I want to be seen by the media, by other politicians, by some voters as a viable candidate, then I recognize I have to raise more money. So I'm here today to ask for your help. If you've studied my record, if you've studied my website, if you've seen my resume, my bio, and you think I am a viable candidate, then I ask you to consider donating to my campaign. If it's not about me, but you believe that newcomers should have the opportunity to run for office and demonstrate our experience and our leadership skills in service to our communities at the local level, then I ask you to donate to my campaign. If you believe our democracy depends upon local government, and you believe that local government reflects and represents the needs, the interests, and the wishes of the voters, then I ask you to donate to this campaign. If you believe our tax dollars should be used to give our children the best public education that we can provide, then I ask you to consider donating even just $5 to my campaign. If you expect local government to be in place and to provide the safety net that has been promised to us by our federal and state constitutions, then I ask for your support. If you believe that your elected officials should be more than just minimally qualified to serve in office, but they should have experience to manage, administer, and lead people and public resources, then I ask that you consider a small donation to my campaign. If you oppose outside special interests being involved in local affairs and you want to see local leaders who are dedicated to public service, then you found your candidate and I ask you to support me. If you are a person who roots for the underdog, then I am definitely your candidate. Whatever reason, please know that I need money in order to be taken seriously in this race for the county executive of Prince George's County, Maryland. No matter how well qualified and experienced or competent I am, no matter how ethical and honest I am, and no matter how many people love me, I need money to be taken seriously by the media and to avoid people seeing me as a joke in this race. And that's the unfortunate world of politics. So I ask you to please donate to my campaign. And I promise you, your donation will go to the best cause. That cause will be serving the people with everything I have, serving Prince George's County to strengthen our community, for our children, for our elders, for all of us, so that we are better off than we are now. I thank you for listening. I look forward to meeting you on the campaign trail over the next few months. And if you want to get in touch with me, go to tonyasweat.com. All of my information is there. Again, thanks for listening and thanks for your consideration.